I just want to let that part go before I got started. He said, "Kill the rabbit, kill the rabbit, kill the rabbit." You know. Well, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Smash Cast All Ears. It's me, your man Smash, coming at you, bro. Boom. Let's get right into it. So, boom, coming right off the coattails of the last episode, some other shit went down, right? And this is a big thing, right? This is a big thing for me as a young adult in my early 20s and shit, finding his way through life, realizing that I can't do the same shit I did as a kid that I can now, especially if I want to be a productive member of society, a responsible adult, and most importantly, a man, a leader of men, which is a goal of mine. It's a goal of mine to be a leader of men and an inspirational being. Bro, so let me say this. Recently, something went down between me and a friend, and you know what? Cool. I want to believe, and we're good. We're good. My insecurities are coming out a little bit. Basically, it's my boy's birthday. Um, in about a day, and he's out here talking about how he wanted to go to Atlantic City and shit. And alright, so it's my boy's birthday in a day, and he's talking about how he wanted to go to Atlantic City and shit. And basically, I had to explain to him why I could not go. Not why I didn't want to go. Why? Because first of all, I didn't want to fucking go. Second, why I couldn't go, which is the more important thing. Cause this dude, I'm gonna leave names out. I ain't gonna put none of my niggas on the spot like that. But my man is in his mid 20s, and I gotta talk to him about it. And I want to talk to him about this. And if he hears this, it's not at a place of disrespect. It really is at a place of love. Maybe this is my own personal bias and shit. Not biased, but views and point of views. And so I'm gonna come from there. I'm gonna come from how I personally feel. My boy's in his mid 20s. He's having a lot of female issues, and he is very much. He's got as far as I know, a poor home life still, in debt, student loans and shit. And he's got he's depressed. Ain't got a good female life, social life ain't much, and man's is really he works all the fucking time, all day, damn near every day. And when wants to break out, he breaks out as he should. You gotta reward yourself. That's what the fucking weekends are for taking that break between work. But I don't fuck with how he spends it. And I mean, I'm lying. I don't fuck with. I'm trying to be polite about this. I I take what I just told you and hold on to it. So as I got older, bro, boom. When you were a kid, you spend a lot of time kicking back, cooling. If you had a childhood, every day is a good day. Almost. You playing Pokemon on your fucking Game Boy. Yeah, nigga, it's early 2000s. The fuck out of here. You on your Game Boy, you going to Blockbuster and shit. On Friday, you go to school, and even in school, you got your Game Boy, your DS. You go to Blockbuster, and then on Fridays, you go to. I'm sorry, yo. I'm sorry, yo. All right, so boom, you go. All right, so let's say, all right, early 2000s. Let's say this: you a kid, you ain't worried about shit, bro. You go to school, you wake up, you eat your little cereal, you survive school, You go back to the house, you play your fucking video games, watch whatever TV, wait till dinner, and then you go literally back to the game, bro. You finish your homework on time if you're a responsible child, just so that you can get back to the game or playing with your friends. Boom. Friday nights, you go to Blockbuster. It's fucking family night pizza Fridays. You get your popcorn, the candy, all that shit. You having a fucking ball, my nigga. Off rip. You having a ball, bro. Off rip. Cooling. Saturdays you might go to karate. You hate that shit, but you go anyway because you're a kid and you have no say in the matter because your parents want you to work out on weekends for an hour. You ain't worried about shit, bro. You know, and time flies. You get just a little busier, but overall, you still playing the game and shit, fucking with your homies and all that jazz. And you turn into an adult, and then you realize, oh, you get in your teens. You get busier. You might have a job. It's not full time, depending on who you are. For the most part, most teenagers ain't got full time jobs, especially during school. So you got your little job. You still playing the game. You trying to fuck. You get your little dick wet. You know what I mean? You cooling, but you learning life out as you go. Then you get older. You turn into a young adult. You starting to realize that as you get older, you ain't gonna have time for nothing. All that fucking video gaming you doing, you ain't gonna have time for that. You ain't gonna have time for that. All that fucking, all that that. You ain't gonna have time for that, bro. You ain't gonna have time for that. Whether you solo dolo or you with your girl, you ain't gonna have time for that shit, bro. Cause you gonna be steady hauling ass at whatever fuck job you got. You know what I mean? Or you in school. Oh, Jesus Christ. You trying to go to parties and shit? Don't even go, bro. You gonna be You gotta study. You can't go to no fucking frat party. Union Tavern's closed the fuck down anyway. Can't go nowhere. Ain't shit else to go. You might go out to a dinner here and there with your buddies, but that's about it. You might meet at the gym. That's about it. That's really all the free time you really got. Other than that, you in school. You at the job because you need money. You ain't got time for Nathan, bro. And that's really what I'm trying to get at, bro. It's like the older I got, the more I realized that if I want to be a responsible adult, my free time has gotten really limited. I have to force myself to cut my free time up. Too important. This music is kind of inappropriate. You know what I mean? Let me switch it up. Here we go. So, I'm saying you gotta cut your free time up, dog. You gotta switch it up. You gotta switch your lifestyle up. You can't be doing the same shit that you was once doing. At least in my case. No, fuck that. You gotta switch it up. If you want to advance in life, you want to take shit seriously. You want people to take you seriously. You gotta change tactics. Like, I was really out here for a good while in my depressed and angry state. All I was really doing was going to work, coming home, kicking back. I didn't have no real social life and shit. That was in the beginning. And then I took up stand up. And then when I took up stand up, it actually gave me a social life. You know, I started fucking with other people and shit. They knew me, I knew them. You know, things got nice. It was a hobby at first. I went out about twice a week. danced around and shit. And I took it a little more seriously and I started making trips to Manhattan by myself, doing mics in Manhattan. And I tried to take it like a job, but I couldn't take that step because I was so scared. I didn't know what to do. People around me honestly didn't know what to do because they themselves never took it that far. And I wasn't even associated. Not that I wasn't associating. I didn't associate because those people weren't around me. They were not. Those kinds of people who really took that shit to that level of seriousness were not around me, and I can only get to Manhattan so many times a week. That train ticket is expensive, bro. Like MTA wants 100 out of you. I tried to pay it for as many 10 ways as I could, bro. That's like $163, bro. Both rip. Well, I mean, they upped the no price relatively same, man. From when I was still doing it. So I was really working to get that 10 way, to get my food money. Like I was really hauling ass for a good while. And my family supported me. My mom, her and her boyfriend were really going out to these shows, these bringer shows, so that I could just be on stage. You know what I mean? And that's some shit I cannot forget that she really was supporting me through my endeavors like that. And my family came to a few of them and shit, but they really came when I was doing my own shit. Like when I was trying to search for mics, they like my mom was like, "Yo, let's all go down to Manhattan and explore Manhattan, so that while you look for these mics and shit." And it was cool. It was dead cool that we all really did that. For me, my selfish ass, but nah, they did that on their own. So, but from there, I did start exploring Manhattan on my own. Um, so I filled it in. I went from on my own, from just dicking around and playing video games to trying new things that I wanted to try. Originally, voiceover was my thing, and I wasn't really doing that shit like that. And then I take up stand up, and stand up, I was doing it, I was definitely doing it. I was hauling ass, doing what I had to and could. And then I started podcasting because I kept hearing all these stand-ups had podcasts. You know what I'm saying? And actually, all these voice. So actually, I started when I wanted to get into voice acting. A lot of voice actors started out as comics, and they went from doing stand-up to voiceover. So I was like, all right. So I went to do stand-up. I was trying to do both in conjunction with each other. They had a similar thing. They were conjoined. Somehow there was a connection to the two because I kept hearing that. I kept hearing that. Um, and then Mad Comics had podcast for whatever their reason. So I was like, fuck it, let me just start my own podcast. And then from there, that's why I was just like, all right. I just started my own podcast, and I was falling here and there, and I kept it going for a good while. And now I'm here, and I took that shit seriously too. And now I'm here doing this shit in my room, upgrading every chance I can. And and I never really I never really allowed myself to just like as I gave myself my hobbies. That's how I started having fun. It wasn't just about video games anymore. It was like I'm really having fun doing shit that I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I meant to say. Like these new endeavors that I was embarking on really became my pastime. It wasn't just me sitting in the house anymore. And then when did I start writing? I started writing. I started writing. The original idea for my book came from a sculpture that I made in sculpture class in high school back in 2014, because that's when I first got in there. And then, no, I'm lying. Was it 2014 we started that sculpture? Or was it late? Because I worked on that sculpture for hours. Literally came in from my lunch period after school, free periods to do that shit, to work on that for a grade. But then we had to write a whole backstory for that sculpture. And then I applied that to my to this whole story, and I wanted to give this one character a family, and then I just like 2015 when my father went, I just combined the two. So like that shit, I took a writing in 2015, and then that's when stand up started to kick up too, because I did my first actual show in 2015. What is it? 2016, I was really trying to figure out how to write. So while trying out stand up, while fucking around with voiceover, which I didn't really do enough of, and I have a renewed interest in because I'm right now in radio school. I'm going through. I always had something else to do. It wasn't always just hang out with the homies, and the homies can tell you that. It wasn't always just I was out with them. I never really was like a let's go out and see adventures type thing. I was always like a stay in the house, put on the game, put on the TV kind of person. But then again, when I started finding my own passions and my own interests from whatever, that filled in those gaps. Never lost interest for the game, but I filled it in. So um, so basically how it went: voiceover, writing, stand up, and podcasting. Those are like my four passions that I have right now. And I gotta say, like now, I don't think I've ever taken them as seriously as I have now. That I look back and it's like literally over the course of 5 years, I've been trying to find out what I love and what really has me waking up in the fucking morning, has me pushing my sleep, fucking up my own sleep schedule, has me giving me a desire to work towards something else. I'm literally working so that I could fuel other things that aren't just me. I I fucking got tendonitis. I put pain and stress on my own legs just so that I could improve uh, what I believe is a necessity to my character. I went into one of the dirtiest cities on this fucking planet just so I could say faggot in front of a bunch of people and tell fat jokes. Like, so that all eyes can be on me. I literally stay up. Oh no, I already said fuck up my sleep schedule. That I already said writing, and then voiceover. Like I really just and that birthed all of this shit. That's what really all this shit stemmed from voiceover. It's just like I really make moves based off shit that I want to do with my life, based off of my own passions and my own life experiences and what makes me happy and what really like gives me a dopamine kick, man. That shit is crazy. That shit, now I think about it, is different. Is really awe inspiring, and I really feel a love for what I'm doing now. I mean, I always felt that. I'm sorry, no, that's wrong. I really feel a renewed passion, like a bolstered passion for what I'm doing, bro. I'm in radio school right now. RRC was a radio connection, and this shit, I had to just read 10 ads, and bro, listen. I'm a lazy motherfucker. I procrastinate. I do what the fuck I can to get out of work, bro. I've been like that for a good while. Good fucking while. As much as this shit I just told y'all about, a lot of time is wasted. A lot of time I've wasted, bro. Not doing nothing. Literally, I just got done shooting another episode. Like, I just got done shooting last week's episode, right? A few minutes before this one. I just got to take a piss and I started playing Godzilla Battle Line and shit. For like talking to my girlfriend and shit. For like, I basically wasted about an extra 30 minutes not doing nothing. When I should have just hopped on this shit right after I got back from taking a piss and getting a banana. Trust me, bro. Like, I should be door dashing. I could have door dashed right now, got a little money, but I said, fuck that. I'm gonna do these podcasts. I need to do these podcasts. I have to do these fucking podcasts. That's what I told myself. So it is what it is. I'm saying, bro, it's like a lot of where I am right now, I could be in a different spot had I not be, if I wasn't wasting time. If time wasn't wasted, forcing myself to write, it's like looking at my, and I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm explaining to y'all. This is part of what I'm talking about. Time. Like forcing yourself to write, forcing yourself to get on stage. It's like, okay, forcing yourself to write. Let's do that first. It's bro. It's different. You have to really force yourself to take time out your day to apply it to creating something, bro. Like, fucking, you just fuck. You want to make a child, all you gotta do is in, out, fucking squirt inside, bro. Cream pie, that's it. Fucking, you ain't take nothing, bro. You're really staying eight. Shit, you've been working on this project for almost 6 years, bro. Almost 6 years. You've been working on this project, and you didn't really start kicking into gear after until like the first five. You know what I'm saying? That first year you were trying to figure things out, but the later 5 years you really really trying to get shit going. And that's what you feel it in, but because you care about it and it's a piece of you and it means so much to you, you're willing to do other shit do other shit to work on it. Fuck up your sleep schedule, lose sleep. Tell your friends, yo, man, I'm not trying to hang with you. I'm trying to write this thing. Miss out on events because you're trying to write. Like, it be like that, bro. You stay in the bathroom for 8 fucking hours because that's one of the best places you write. Stay in your room all day because that's one of the best places to write. You can write anywhere, but you got better spots. So, it be like that, bro. And at the end of the day, it's not like you're dicking around. You're writing something. You're working on your passion. To some people, that's like, what the fuck are you doing? This is your passion, but is it making you money? No. But to you, this is this is this is your lifeblood. This is your do or die. This is your do or die, bro. Off rip, this is gonna get done sometime soon. Like sometime in the near future. No matter how long it takes, it's gonna get done, bro. And I say this shit literally after I stayed up an extra 3 hours instead of going to bed when I should have, pushing my sleep schedule back. But it doesn't matter because I'm not doing shit tomorrow because this asshole didn't tell me he was going to Atlantic City with this nigga, so now I lost out on $100. But fuck it. Fuck that nigga. Nah, that's my homie, but fuck that nigga. Bitch, you could just told me at least before you went. I'm not mad you went. I'm mad you didn't tell me. Fucking bitch. Fuck it. I like to schedule my day. That's really, I like to schedule my day. If we got plans and you fucking make other moves and you don't fucking tell me that, yo, I just fucking crumbled the plans, I'm like, I ain't, well, fuck it. I filled in the time. I don't give a shit. But anyway, that's how it be though, bro. Like, what the fuck was I going? I just fuck myself up with doing that bullshit. Oh yeah. So 3 hours. I just spent 3 hours doing that shit. 3 extra hours, filling in, writing a part of my writing another part of my book, and the shit was lit. The shit was definitely lit. I I love it, bro. I love the fact that I changed this one part, and I didn't. Yeah, I changed it and added to it further, and the way it's going, like really adds to the world building and the characters down the line. And then I just made more in depth on shit, bro. I just like just the way I did it, man. I just fucking love it. And I got plenty of work. I got mad more work to do, bro. But just the way that it's going, I'm fucking cheesing right now. But because it's just like it's moving, and I love where the story is going. At this point, I'm just trying to punch up, like make it funnier. Like I just want to finish the story before I really try to punch it up. But it's like I love where it's going. I know it's gonna be good. I'm gonna stroke my own dick. Yeah, I know it's gonna be good, bro. How good is it? That's gonna be the question. But I know it's gonna be good. So, um, but that's what I'm saying. Like, so let me wrap it. I don't mean wrap it up. I mean like wrap this into what I meant. Like I'm not fucking done. I mean, yeah. Let me connect the storylines. Um, so I'm saying all this to be like, bro, I have my hobbies and my pastime and what I'm trying to make my full time job and what I'm trying to do. Right now, with that tendonitis that happened earlier this year, I literally spent the first half of my 23-year-old life in physical therapy, healing from putting in the work. I keep telling the story, dog. I'm gonna keep telling it. Healing from the work that I did to get all this equipment that I'm speaking into right now that I use to upload what I say onto YouTube. Instead, I was just talking into a phone. And bro, I tell you, it was one of the greatest feelings of my life to actually have over $800 in my account that I worked for, especially after being at the mercy of the government for almost an entire year. So, like, all summer we were inside. So it was definitely a really adult feeling. I felt like a man, bro, working for my acres and my mule. I was the fucking mule working for my acres. It was like that. And then to have that all stripped because I couldn't physically walk because I'm over 300 pounds and I have flat feet and I put so much stress on my legs that, like, could have potentially done irreparable damage. Thank fuck I didn't, and I have a strong body, regardless. So I try to do what I can. I do. I try. I'm trying to do what I can now. That's why I'm back in school. I'm on unemployment. I'm like kind of praying for a second pandemic so that I can get this money. But regardless, whatever happened, happened. I take full responsibility for it because I definitely did it to myself. That's why I did it. I was there, put in the work. And I'm glad. I'm glad it happened. I'm upset it's over. That part is over. But now I have to make moves and move accordingly. I'm in a spot where I can use my ailment to my advantage. Yes, I'm broke. I have no money. But if honestly I work my hustles, my muscles, and get more fit and able in my departments, I can do more work. That's how I feel about it. Especially now, I'm in school. I just had to. I think I just said it. Fuck it, if I did. I just uploaded 10 ads as homework to one of my teachers. To my teacher. And yesterday, while I was doing that shit, I felt glorious. Literally after the sixth ad, I was like, this is it. This is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be behind a microphone selling shit, telling people what's good, what's going on, how I feel, or why something is bullshit or whatever. I'm supposed to be behind the mic. I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to like I'm supposed to have people together at a table and have them discuss a topic. Bring people together to see different viewpoints and feel what other people feel. That's what I'm supposed to do. I know what I'm supposed to do. Voiceover, podcasting, writing, stand up. That's me. I just need a fifth hustle, and I'm gonna rule the world, my nigga. Offer it. I gotta, I may stop saying nigga. Because niggas don't rule the world. Kings rule the world. Presidents rule the world. Senators rule the world. Rich people rule the world. Wealthy motherfuckers rule the world. Bro, that's the plan. Wealth. And that might be the fifth hustle, business. That might be it, bro. And then I put the other four underneath that business umbrella. That's what that'll be, bro. Business. Because that's what builds wealth. A legacy. And investments and all that. So that's the plan, bro. That is the plan. To use my talent in my favor. So, blessing and a curse. That's how I see this flat feet, this obesity. It's a blessing right now, but it's also a curse. So, why am I saying this shit? Because I'm 23 figuring all this shit out, trying to go through life, figuring out what can I do? What exactly what can I do about my life? I got these passions, so what the fuck? You still ain't putting in the work. You ain't putting in enough work. Bro, I got hit with a death of my father. And that fucked it up for me. I took all of 2016 off. Like, my family took 2016 off. Like, yes, I was moving and doing stand-up at the same time, but it's like, bro, that ain't no random shit. That ain't no, like, oh, death of a cousin I never knew that doesn't affect me. No, it's your father who has been there. It's not like my father was gone. No, he's been there. And as fucked up as he was getting, he's still your father. And so it really like God threw a stone. I'm not religious, but I'm just like, the symbolism. Just throw a stone. Smacked me upside the head and knocked me out. And I have to get back and get together and figure things out my damn self now. Or figure things out with the help, assistance of others, not with the use them to formulate my own plan and what I can do in my own life in my own time. And along the way, I have fallen from grace and I have built myself back up. That's that's really it. And I look at other people and try to compare myself to them, and I can't do that. I can't compare myself to other people because A, it'll only make me feel fucked up, and B, they don't have the same experiences as me. And I say when I say compare myself to other people, it's like, why aren't I where they are? Not what do we have in common? What can I learn from this person? No, it's like, why aren't I where they are? And that's a legit question to ask yourself. At the same time, you because you got to think like, where did I slip? You have to ask yourself that. Where did I slip up? Where did I allow myself to pull back on the gas? Even step on the brakes a little bit. Just tap the brakes. That's a legit question you need to ask yourself. I can say, it was 2018. Yes, I was still doing a little more stand. I was still doing my stand up, bro. But that's when I started to slow down. I got scared. I got complacent because in 2018, I got my car accident. I flipped. I was asleep at the wheel and I flipped the car, and it put the fear of death in me. And that's when I really started to, even though like I started going to Manhattan a lot less, I started to take care of myself more. I wasn't getting enough sleep. I wasn't eating right. I wasn't doing enough cardio. Um, I wasn't getting the right sleep. It was a big thing. My sleep apnea machine was outdated, and I got the new shit, and I'm having better sleep. And that was a big thing, bro. I just wasn't taking care of myself. I wasn't allowing myself to get enough rest. So, while yes, I was hauling ass, I also almost died. And so from there, when it put the fucking fear back in me, I started doing stand up less, and I was getting complacent where I was because I was scared to move, scared to run, scared to leave. Because what happened on that road can happen to me as I'm walking about. I walked out of that. I walked out of that car. Well, I didn't walk shit. I was dragged out that car crash with a little cut on my palm, ringing in my ears, and a little flesh wound on my knee. The physical was barely there. It healed the next day. I got a cold the next day. That's it. I was out of commission for like 3 days. After that, I was physically fine, but my mental was fucked again. So I got a job at a gym, and then from there, I was working out like a fucking god. I turned into Atlas. My eating got better. Physically, I was taking care of myself more and paying attention to my health, but I still wasn't moving. Depressed. I'm looking at old man monkey dick, smelling shit, cleaning up shit. Dudes are shitting right next to me, bro. Like, I'm feeling like garbage, bro. Jacking off every fucking night, beating my dick into submission. I ain't got a girl. Things ain't moving. Stand up. Ain't nobody calling me for shows and shit. I ain't calling nobody. I'm expecting people to help me and not going out and getting it my damn self. I was fucking weak mentally. And then COVID happened, and then I flipped everything around. Well, I met Anastasia, and then I flipped everything around because of COVID. COVID was really a big thing for me. I learned a lot. The value of respect, self respect, time. I've always had an issue with time management, but time was a real big fucking problem for me. And then, and then it was just love, self love, fucking. I learned life. I learned different aspects of life in within a summer. Like, like I legit had a summer vacation because of COVID, and I learned what life was about. How much time I was really wasting not doing anything, and how I could fill it in. I really wasn't doing enough. And I don't mean in regards to just paying the bills, because I wasn't. I was, I just wasn't doing enough on my own end, subsidizing my own lack of income with my work during for my passion. I wasn't doing enough. So now that I know this, and I had to ask myself, what the fuck can I do to make it better, make my life better, make my situation, upgrade my situation. I get the job at the Gap, I haul ass, fuck up my legs, I buy my equipment. That's it. Plain and simple. I know my limitations now. I have an upper limit. I have to lose weight. I had to eat healthier. I switched up my diet. I now have to lose weight. It's not, it's, if I want to live a better life, I have to. So, I can't do any job that I want to anymore. I have to now focus on what I'm good at and use my own talents and abilities and whatever equipment that I have to my advantage. Hence why I'm sitting in front of this microphone right now. It is like that because I got the short end of the stick in a few areas. But I'm making the best of what I have and what I can. And thankfully, I was born into a situation with a family that with parents that actually give a shit about their children. Thank fuck. So I have it a lot better and easier than a lot of people on this planet, especially right now. So, in a way, I don't throw this word around, but I say I'm blessed and cursed. In this time that I have learned all these things about myself, that now I don't have a choice if I want to swim. I must move. I must lose weight. I must put out podcasts. I must uh, start doing more voiceovers. I must work on my book because that's a real passion. All those are passions, but the book is a real soul passion of mine. I have to cut back on the amount of video games that I intake. I have to read more. I have to pay attention to movies. I have to pay attention to music. I have to pay attention to a lot of things. I have to pay attention to life. I have to pay attention to now. Rocky's gone. I have to pay attention to Amy now, my dog. She's got high anxiety. She's the only dog in the house. I ruled this day for years, worried how that was going to be, and now we're here. I have a girlfriend now. That's even more time. She comes with me to a lot of my endeavors, very supportive, but she needs time too, and I want time with her. And I don't have money to take us out like that. How do you think that you know, I don't feel too good about that. It is what it is. But what am I going to do about it? Am I just going to sit here and be like, I can't go out? Or I can have her, yo, listen, we can't go out this weekend, but I got a podcast this weekend. I got a podcast this weekend. That's it. I'm moving. We usually chill on the weekends. I got something to do Sunday. I'm sorry. We usually chill on Saturdays. I gotta go make some money real quick. Come with me to go DoorDash. Let's do it. That's how it be, bro. That's how it's gotta be. It's 1:23 a.m. That's how it's gotta be. My time, I've realized that I have to fill my time with what's important and around me. I've had to realize that. Because for me, telling you guys everything that's happened to me in the last few years, you know, all the movements that I have with these hobbies, I haven't said much about my social life. My social life is primarily dependent upon what I do. Because of this podcast, so I don't do a lot of music shit. I'm not a producer. I'm not a singer. I don't do that shit. I think I'd be an alright singer, but I don't do that. But because of this podcast, and there's a lot of talent where I live in the 845, untapped talent. And here I am starting a podcast. I'm thinking, all right, I'm not a music podcast. I don't do that shit. That's not my thing. I'm not niched like that. I'm a conversationalist, but I'm not afraid to have these artists on who are willing to talk and have a conversation about what they do and what goes on in their own business and industry in their own heads. So I talk to these artists. I talk to these people, and I try to talk to them as people, not just as artists. And those are where a lot of my relationships come from now. I don't just make friends going wherever, doing whatever. If I'm going to talk to you, it's generally because I'm chasing whatever passion I'm here for. So a lot of artists I know are from me looking for people for my show. Or we met at an open mic for stand-up. So when it comes to the music side, it's the podcast. When it comes to stand-up, when it comes to comedians, it's stand-up. It's like that. The majority of my closest friends, these dudes I've known since school, high school, middle school. A couple from elementary. I grew up with these dudes. But everybody knew it's from my endeavors. It's like that. So with me becoming this busy and me already being introverted, shy, and I'm working through my shyness, but introverted. And now I'm trying to get into the worker's mentality and the hustler's mindset, that a healthy hustler's mindset, because I know them niggas work till you're dead. Yeah. You know, those dudes be like, work till you're dead. I'm like, I'm all right. I like being alive. I like getting 8 hours of sleep. I do. So, you know, I've done my best work with over 7, so 7.5. But a lot of the time, I don't. Whenever I go out with the intent to do something. Leave the house. I don't just talk to people just to talk to people. You know what I mean? Like we got this guy coming on. All right, so for example, we got this guy coming on Sunday to do a podcast. This dude just started talking to me. Like he works at Planet Fitness. I just go there just for the workout. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'll meet the homies there. Sometimes I'll bring the homies on, but I had to downgrade my membership because I'm broke like that, unfortunately. But it's whatever. It's not on me to take care of somebody else. It's not. Except for my dog. My dog's the only one I take care of, and my geckos. That's it. I don't take care of no human being. I look after. I don't take care of. It's a difference. But what is it? This dude just started talking to me. He had a night shift because we have a we talk about this one guy during the day shift, but he was like, "Yo, I fucked with your boy." I was like, "What you talking about, man? What are you talking about? You what?" And then we just started chopping it up from there. You know, he had a whole conversation. He's telling me how his life story and shit. I'm like, and I literally stood there for like 2 hours talking with mans. Not even talking with him, just listening to him. And he was just telling me his life. And I was just like, hey, yo, bro, right quick. Yo, man, listen, me and my boy, we run a podcast. I run a podcast. My boy's my co-host. Yo, how would you feel about hopping on? No, I mean, no, I said, if I put you in front of a camera, can you say all the shit you just told me? We were looking for hood niggas to do this shit with, bro. And you will hold X blood and this and that. And he was like, yeah, bro, I don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about me, bro. I'm good. You sure? Like, oh, I'm good. I'm like, all right. And it's shit like that, bro, where it's like I was just walking into going, I was just about to do a workout and get the fuck out of there. Cause I ain't trying to talk to nobody. I'm trying to work out. I ain't trying to talk to nobody. And this dude, cool people, that ass just has a whole talks to me for 2 straight hours. And on the real, bro, if I didn't want to talk to him, I would have just tried to exit out the conversation quick as shit. But I was just like listening. I was literally just standing there listening to mans. I was like, word. And now he's hopping on. And I've been wanting Isaac to meet this dude. But that's what I'm talking about, bro. Where it's like, I'm not here to make friends. If I make friends with you, it's generally because I genuinely fuck with you. And I fuck with men. You know, we've only really known each other for a few weeks, but I do fuck with them. I do fuck with him. But I didn't just start talking to him just to start talking to him. He did to me. And then from there, I I invited him on my show. And it's like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I'm at this point in my life where I can't just make a move just to make a move. You want to come hang out? I can't do that anymore. I honestly can't. I've been through too much to just fuck around. If I want to fuck around, I stay in the house. Like I said, I was playing Godzilla Battle Line before doing this podcast. Fucking around. I play video games on the toilet taking a shit now, bro. I fight. I'm in the bathroom a lot of the time trying to fight jacking off. Trying to fight looking at porn, bro. That's how deep this shit is. Like, bro, if I'm a fuck around, it's gonna be in the house, not outside. If I'm not outside going to go shoot a show or going to an event, I'm getting groceries, gas. I'm getting something, and I'm gonna take my ass back in the house. That's it. I ain't. I'm going to work out. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this workout. I'm a DoorDash. Working out, DoorDash, groceries. Those are the only three reasons I go out the house other than the podcast. I don't just fucking go out to just fuck around and shit. Like like dudes, like if you want to just roll, and I made this perfectly clear with all the homies. It's like, yo, bro, I don't leave the house anymore just to leave the house. Like if you want me to swing through, let's chill on the. I don't chill on the stoop no more. I don't do that shit no more. I used to do that shit. I don't do that shit no more. I can't do that shit. I cannot. And my homies understand, and they know. But one of my homies, we haven't talked in a minute, and I haven't explained this shit to him. Like he's really out of the loop because he ain't we haven't me and him haven't really sat down, especially in the last few months. Cause he's been working, doing his own thing, and I've been going through my shit. It's like I just told him, I was like, before, while he tried to invite me out to this thing. First of all, I don't go to no cons. I don't go to no anime conventions. I went to a Smash Brothers convention, but that was mostly a tournament than a convention. First of all, and I was like, fuck it, let's do it. Like that was the shit that I was talking about last week, last podcast when I went to that shit. Like that shit, I'll head out to. But we got Contender Esports and Fishkill now. I ain't gotta go to no shit like that, unless I'm going to sell some like my book, because it's a sci-fi novel that I'm working on, or something else, like something else. You know, like I'm trying to sell the podcast or something like that. Whatever. But I don't have to do that shit. See, we have a mutual friend. Fuck it, he's an artist. I'm gonna shout him out. Slam Bell, Soup, on IG. We have a mutual friend. He out here. He going to that con. My boy is trying to go to. I was like, bro. I told my man, I was like, yo, bro, that dude's got business down there. He's going down there to set up a booth and sell his merch, sell his art. He's got legit business down there. I ain't got no business going down there. We gonna go down there. You said you want to go to a nightclub. I'm like, bro, I ain't going to no nightclub. I don't. First of all, COVID. Second, I never go to no nightclub unless I'm doing stand up, and they don't have no stand up where you're going. Where I no, chances are they ain't got no mic. The fuck am I going there for, bro? I never like nightclub. First of all, I got, not only are they not doing that, I got a girlfriend. I ain't going there to get no pussy, boss. I have a girlfriend. I have no reason to go down to that fucking nightclub over it. Go have fun. Nigga, anxiety. No. That shit ain't fun for me. That shit is not fun for me, bro. There are mad mics in Jersey, but I don't think that one is one of them. And nor that I really have enough time to do the research between when you asked me to pack a bag and when I had to get enough sleep. Like I literally, like, bro, like I didn't squeeze that in. So it's like, what are you talking about? And then you want to go to this con where these motherfuckers are dressed up. The majority of them are dressed up like people, like characters I've probably never seen before. Because I don't watch anime like that. Bro, it just doesn't work out. It just does not work out, bro. Like, yes, I would like to see Slample again. I would, and I would like to be there for you as a friend, and especially because it's your birthday. But I was like, bro, can you pick somewhere more local? We have Contender. We have a ramen shop in Beacon. The ramen shop we know of in Manhattan. We can go to Chinatown or whatever the fuck. Especially if you're paying, bro, because you know I'm lacking. Let's do it. But you talking about driving. Let's drive almost 4 hours because you want to take the scenic route. And then you want to come all the way down. And I'm putting this nigga's business out there. Because you want to do it. But it's like, pay attention to this. This is what I'm also trying to tell him. You want to take the scenic route, which is fucking a little over 4 hours, to spend 2.5 days. Bro. And then I was supposed to be making $100 by taking this nigga to the Bronx. That ain't happening no more because fuck nigga went with this dude. And I was just like, whatever. I just filled in that day anyway, regardless. And then I have a podcast on Sunday. I have to be back by 6. I have a show to do, among other things. So it's like, you just want me to pack up and go. I'm like, bro, that shit is not gonna happen. You should have told me this shit a week ago. I wish you told me a week ago so I could tell you why I'm not coming. Bro, it's your birthday. I'm sorry. Happy fucking birthday, bro. But it's like, yo, I am not in a position to just go to some fucking anime convention because you want me to, especially for that amount of time. I can't do that. We got Dutchess Comic Con at the time of this podcast. What is it, like tomorrow? But at the time, but y'all won't get, y'all, by the time y'all get this, it'll literally be 2 weeks from now. No, like 2, almost 3, whatever the fuck. So it's like, I might go to that because one dude is there that I know of, and he just finished the second book in his trilogy series, and I might just roll out. I don't have bread to buy it, but I might be like, yo, you trying to slide on, bro? We haven't seen each other in a minute. I'm gonna go there for networking to a local event. I ain't going no fucking 2 hours away, no 3 hours, 4 hours away. I don't have that liberty right now. And you know what? And after that, after I declined his offer, and then I went to the gym, I dead thought about it. I was like, okay, to be fair, because this is how Isaac would have thought. In all honesty, he would have been like, bro, we could have done a podcast in Atlantic City. It would have been fire. You could have probably found somebody to interview in Atlantic City. You don't know who's out there, bro. You missed opportunities. That's really how he would have read me that missed opportunity shit, and I would have been like, touche, too fucking shay. That's how that nigga drilled that shit in my head. I'm surprised he hasn't hit me with that shit. He might when I see him, but touche. At the same time, I was supposed to make $100 the next day at the time. Sorry. And I'm tired of. I didn't feel comfortable. I wouldn't have felt comfortable bringing that equipment with me. And I would have wanted to enjoy myself if I would actually went and not bought my shit. That's really all I got for y'all. In regards to that, I ain't gonna pull nothing else on my ass. Like, touche. Touche. I really, if he would have said that to me, I would have really given him that one. At the same time, me doing my homework the day before really put a fire in my stomach. A reignited passion and a new love for radio and a reignited passion for voiceover. And that's what I want to do today. Am I actually gonna do that shit today? Maybe, because it's gonna be a bitch to set up. And just looking at the time right now, and these podcasts are really what I wanted to do today. Also, so it was like trying to squeeze everything in at once. It's not gonna happen because setting everything up is gonna take a while. And it's like that's what I was scared of. Listen, don't bitch yourself out. But it's a lot of shit that goes into it. I just have too much work to be thinking about some shit like that. That's really it. And that's something I have to explain to mans. It's just like, bro, I can't think like that anymore. I can't think like that anymore. I'm too far in debt. My mom's paying for everything, bro. I'm literally door dashing just for groceries. I don't feel good about that. I have to make moves that I know are gonna really benefit me. Or also, at least the gamble would seem like a good idea. So that the only thing that would stop me at this point is fear and not just general disinterest. That's really it. It's like I have to use my time wisely. I am at a point where I really time management, the one thing I've really never been good at is imperative to my success. I am at that point in life where I need to really know what I'm doing. That's it. That is it. This has been an excellent fucking podcast. I love this. Time two, I think. Time two, free time. And let me basically like that's it, man. I am at a time in my life where I have to focus on me. I have to be selfish. I have to look at what I have to do, and I don't have that time anymore. I just don't. I have too much going on. I have too much that needs to happen. I have too much that I have to do. I have too much that is going on, and I have too much that I'm not doing. That's it. That is fucking it. I looked at my boy Gabriel Rivera. His shit finally TV. I haven't seen my son's show like that in a good minute, and I just seen one episode that he posted out with this one guy. I forgot his latest interview. He literally just posted. I forgot man's name. My man has 604 subscribers. I remember when he was in like the hundreds. When he was, I mean, stupid. I remember when he had like 74 subscribers. I'm at 74 right now, but I remember when he had 74 subscribers. And I'm just looking at my son. My son is almost at 1,000. He used to be like, guys, subscribe to my thing, subscribe to Finally TV, this and that. And I look at man's now. I'm just like, I remember when you was an inkling. Now you're growing. You had 600. I really looked at that shit yesterday. I was like, oh, when'd you get to 600, my nigga? My boy is growing. That's it, bro. I said, and that's not me comparing myself to be like, what am I doing wrong? No, it's just like, that's where I'm trying to be. I have a platform I'm trying to grow. And that's it. So, before I start wrapping this up, because that's my message, that's my main message out the way. Use your time wisely. I want to get into right quick about because that's a fickle thing for a lot of people, the hustler's mentality and time management and time in general. What can people do? No, I mean not what people can do. Well, yeah, that's another thing, but I'm not a source for that. You just gotta hunker down and do the fucking work. Map that shit out, write down a schedule, and try the best that you can and really stick to it. That's really it. That is really all you can do at that point, bro. Like, discipline yourself. That's it. Stop fucking around and just do it. Stop telling yourself you're gonna do it later. Unless you really can't do it right the fuck now, for whatever reason, then you need to do it later. And as in later, I don't mean like a week from now. Or you need to do it as soon as fucking possible. That's it. I'm saying because people have a lot of shit to say about free time, and especially in our community, the dark-skinned community, where we have the hustler's mindset and all that jazz, and what is it? Sharks don't sleep, and I'll sleep when I'm dead, and all that. Listen, off rip, guys, take it from somebody who has spent most of his life unhealthy. Fuck that. Off rip, I hate hearing that shit. My man Jag just told me a fucking story about how he was in the military with a broken hand. What is it? Yeah, he was in the military with a broken hand and shit. How he just busted. I forget his fucking story, but basically it was like, yeah, he had a broken hand and he was in the military. I was like, man, listen, off rip, that's the fucking military. This ain't the military, where you really looking at that. You really taking that shit and putting it out there in the world. Like, like, oh, because he said you have to go regardless of what condition you are. If you're not dying or pre-diagnosed dead, you have to go, and then they will assess you, and then the nurse will check you over and to see if you're really unqualified to work. And I'm sitting here, he's telling me this shit. I'm like, well, first of all, motherfucker, that's the military. You niggas are supposed to die. Off rip. That's generally why you niggas go to die. Lemmings. I'm not here to talk shit. I'm just being real. Like, that's how civilians be like, oh, you guys are supposed to die. You're on duty. Your chance of a bullet catching you in the face, your face catching a bullet, like, come on now. Let's be real. So, I'm saying, I'm saying, my man's telling me this shit because I was supposed to go to an HBO shoot, but I couldn't because I was sick from doing that other podcast we did in the hurricane. I got sick, and I couldn't go to the shoot with less than 5 hours of sleep because they didn't tell me my call time until until literally a few hours before it was supposed to go down. So I was like, bro, I feel like that. I feel I'm 2/3 dead, and I don't have enough sleep. I'm not well. I literally woke up 2, 3 times that night just to hawk loogies, take a piss, and take more Benadryl. Like, bro, it just wasn't happening. And Jag was telling me that story about how he fucking went to the military with a smashed hand, and I was like, bro, off rip, we are different people. Because then I told him the story about how I flipped my car. And I was like, that would not have worked out well. I don't generally drive with less than 7 hours anymore. I don't do that. Because I know what that's like. So I look at him like, bro, I hear you. You got kids. You got this to do. You are behind. You are trying to catch up to where you're supposed to be. Not to anybody else, just to where you feel like you need to be. Got you. At the same time, you talking about how you don't need to sleep every day. Bro, you're in your, what is it? You just turned 40, whatever the fuck, bro. You'll be dead by 50. That's me coming to you as your homie. And even if he's not dead by 50, he'll get dementia like a motherfucker. That's just how it is, bro. You need to sleep. Let me start closing this out. I didn't even want this shit to be this long, in all honesty. But let me close this out, bro. Take care of yourself. Fuck all that noise, bro. CEOs. Let me not say that. Sharks don't sleep. You ain't a shark. Fish don't sleep. They do. They hibernate. Crocodiles sleep. Alligators hibernate. Bears hibernate. All them apex predators you niggas like to pair yourselves up as, they generally sleep. Somewhere, bro. Or other animals in their species do sleep. Sharks don't sleep. Alright, you gonna be a shark, bro? Is you a shark? No. You gotta eat your fruits, eat your vegetables, eat your good meats. Okay, get your sunlight, work out, get 8 hours, hydrate. You tell me you can't do any of that while you're grinding? You can't do any of that? I get it. Some people gotta work 2 full-time jobs. Some people, you got kids, you got that. Bro, on the real, you nutted in that woman. Bro, on the real, you decided to birth out them kids. Bro, on the real, what was the other thing I said? 2 full-time jobs? The fuck is you doing with 2 full-time jobs? Oh, I need the money. I'm like, I got you, boss. That's why you're waking up with headaches and hating your life, though. Because you ain't drinking enough water. You ain't getting enough sun. And then you spending all your money on that weed. There's a balance to everything. I ain't trying to tell you to stop living your fucking cushy lifestyle or your hardship. I'm like, bro, on the real, you steady trying to take care and catch up to all the other shit going on in your life, bro. But at the end of the day, you can't do nothing unless you take care of yourself. Okay? You got them kids. Your kids want to see you at the graduation. So drink some fucking water. They don't want to see you with dementia. That shit ain't gonna be fun. Let me tell you, my father had the oncomings of dementia before he went. That shit is not fun. What is it? My mom's boyfriend's mother got either dementia, Alzheimer's, whichever one. She got either dementia, Alzheimer's. That shit's crazy. She doesn't remember niggas, bro. After 20 minutes. That's fucking crazy, bro. 51st Dates, one of Adam Sandler's best fucking movies. Shit's crazy. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Take care of yourselves, man. That's really it. Fuck all that. Be a hustler, but be a healthy hustler. Fuck all that noise, bro. Anyone, I want to thank y'all very much for listening. This has been the Smashcast all ears. IG, Cash Smash dot all ears. TikTok ain't smash. Like, subscribe, share. Take care, y'all. Honestly, take care of yourselves. Smash out.